Good day, all my viewers. This video I decide to make as a request from my friend. He asked me, can I power up my electronic cigarette from the USB? At first glance that was no, you can't. Why is that? This is all we're talking about power. What power we need to power that up. I will write down step by step the calculation and the experiments which I made with electronic cigarettes, which is a proof, that suggestion that you can't power up. First of all, if you go to the Wikipedia, you will see that USB provides 0.5 amps current. USB 3.0 version provides 0.8 amps. Voltage 5.3, maybe 2, 5.53 volts. What does it mean, power? That means that the source that you use to power up any of your gadgets must provide the current without the drop the voltage. Power have equation amps multiplied by the volts, that amps which flow through the circuit multiplied by the volts which we have in that circuit. As for example, we have a battery, some resistive load, some amp meter, and some voltmeter. That's how we measure the power. From this equation we can see that USB version 2.0 can apply it maximum 2.6 watts. That's USB 2.0. Power for 3.0, 0.9 multiplied by 5.4, it's 4.86 4.86 watts. But wait, we're talking about, can we power up our electronic cigarette from USB? We must measure it, the power consumption of this electronic cigarette. I have some presets to measure it. It's my multimeter. Let's turn it on to the amps, mod max min, maximum current. One of the probes we plug into the current, next to the COM. How it we will measure? Here we have two contacts, one of the mass, also as a minus, and second one is a plus, it's in the center. As we can see here, in the principle we don't need it to get from the plus side or the zero side. We don't care how we measure the amps, here or here. This is not crucial at this point. So we connect one here to the mass and second here. Next one, we need some connectors. I have, oh, that's one. Some connector to connect the positive sides. This is just a piece of wire, maybe 20, 28, 26 gauge. I'm just stick to the central. This is not crucial to if we short it through. In battery we have a controller which prevents any damage to the battery or short circuit, so we will not afraid to do that. Okay, let's try it up. Batteries work. What we will see at the multimeter. Second try. I went through a few tries to measure it, but I have some problems. I was shorting up the circuit, and the chip wheel provides the power supply in the battery was blocked, and it don't it's turned off and prevent the battery damage. But we will try again. I already do that without camera. Okay, one contact, another contact, and let's see what we have at the multimeter. As you can see, the battery provides 1.4 amps of the cigarette. Okay, see, 1.45 amps current. Let's see what the voltage on the battery. I leave crocodile probe at the multimeter, plug in simple probe, turn multimeter to the DC measurement, crocodile probe to the ground, and multimeter probe, the simple probe, to the main. And let's see what the voltage on the battery on that moment. 3.8, almost 3.9 volts. 3.9 volts. Simple multiplication give us to the power consumption of the electronic cigarettes. 1.5 almost multiplied by 3.9, it's about 5.8 power of cigarette, equal to the 5.85 watts. As you can see, even USB 3.0 won't provide enough power to the electronic cigarettes. I don't I won't will review another cigarette. I'll review only EHOC. This means that another cigarettes with another parameters we will have another power consumption. This cigarette is quite well built and constructed. It have good battery, good power control systems. Another cigarettes may be smaller, maybe will have much less power consumption than that cigarette, but as you can see, even it will have less power consumption for maybe 20%. For example, if its power consumption of another cigarettes will be less 20%, that won't be enough to make the cigarettes work from USB 3.0 versions. I won't talking about 2.0 version. That's twice not enough, as you can see. That's why I tell my friend that that won't work. Okay, maybe that will work, but that won't work properly. Also, you must always understand that all power supplies have some electrical demands to the consumer that won't consume as much power as maximum. Always electrician consumer must be less, in some 20% less than the maximum, or 10% less than the maximum. All power source, that's case not only for the USB, that case almost all current source, all source of power supply. Is it engine or generators or others? Be careful when you powered up your devices from different current sources. Okay, good luck. I think that will be great for you and prevent you to damage your equipment in the secondary plugging to the USB or other types of power sources.